Привет, друзья! My name is Miss T, or if you're feeling extra lucky today, you can call me by my full name, Miss Takariva. I'm really glad to see you again at Holistic Lessons, and today I will start a new series of mini lessons devoted to Russia. So welcome! If you ever wanted to know more about this country but did not know who to ask about it, you can now ask me, Miss T. So let's start. First of all, I will share a secret with you. Russia is not a real name of the country. It is a nickname. And the full name of the country sounds like Russian Federation. Federation means a political organization of the country when it has local governments that are guided by the federal government. So just like the United States has 50 states, Russian Federation consists of republics and local regions that are guided by the federal government. So it is called a federation. Where is Russia located? So Russia, as the biggest country in the world, takes up a large amount of land in northeastern Europe and northern Asia. So part of it actually is located in Asia and part of it is located in Europe. That is why Russia borders so many countries. So let's talk about the waters. In the north, Russia has Arctic Ocean, and in the east, Northern Pacific Ocean. There is a couple of seas that border Russia as well. It is the Caspian Sea and Black Sea. Now let's talk about the countries that Russia borders. That will be a long list, so brace yourself. It will be China, Mongolia, Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Georgia, Ukraine, Belarus, Latvia, Estonia, and Finland. Whew. Okay, so as I said, part of Russia is located in Asia, so it borders Central Asian countries, and part of it is located in Europe, so it borders a number of Eastern European countries. But I bet that all this time you were probably looking at this amazing building on the slide. Is that right? It is one of my favorite buildings in Moscow, and it was built to be a house of Russian Tsars. It is the Cathedral of Vasily Blazhenny, and it does look like a candy shop, right? Okay, some more key information about Russia is that its national language is called Russian, and this is why we are here today, right? To learn some Russian. And you probably know that its capital is called Moscow. And you can see a great picture of another cathedral located in Moscow, as Moscow is called a city of many cathedrals and churches. As for the demographics of the country, its population were 138 million people the last time they checked. And you can see two very different pictures on the slide, right? It is striking how different they are. So most parts of Russia are urban, so there is a number of cities that accumulate a lot of people. Moscow is known to have 20 million people in one city, yes. And this picture shows yurta. Yurta is a type of dwelling for people in Central Asia, so it would be the southern part of Russia, that travel a lot. So yurtas are very convenient for them. They could put them together just like a tent, and it does look like a tent a little bit, and carry it with them on horses and then set it up in another place. So that was called yurta. As for the economy of Russia, they use the currency called the Russian ruble. So you can see an example of this kind of money on the slide, and many Russian rubles have faces and figures and monuments of Russian famous authors or politicians, and some of them you will know on the next slide. So as for the culture of Russia, you'll probably heard such names as Tolstoy, Dostoevsky, or Chekhov. And the funny part about that is they were not only writers, but oftentimes philosophers. So they would be talking about, let me just move my picture. They would be talking about literature topics, but also society, politics, and nationalism, or even creative thinking. Also, funny part is that Russians love jokes, and common topics are politics, spousal relations, or mothers-in-law. Yes, anecdotes about tёща are very popular. So what comes to your mind when you hear Russia? Is that piroshkis? Is that matryoshkas? Is that something else? Share in the comment section with me what you think about when you hear Russia, and see you next time. Bye, пока.